I'm Mike D'Alessio. I'm actually the creator and founder of Atlantic City Boardwalk Con here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I decided to do this show about 18 months ago while working on another show. I had fans come up to me and ask me, Mike, you always do such a great job at the Marvel booth. We love it. It's the best booth ever. It always looks great. It always does well. Do your own show. Because I own the marketing agency in Red Bank, New Jersey that designs all of Marvel's booths all over the country for Comic Cons. And then I host it, kind of known as Marvel Mike. So after doing this for a while, I said, I know what the fans want. I definitely know what the exhibitors want. I know what show management wants. I also know where the holes are. So with a little bit of hubris, by turning 40, I said, I think I could do this. I assembled the best team out there I could, and collectively we put this show on. The best part about it is we selected one of the absolute best cities in the country to do it in. I am a Jersey guy. I've been here since I'm 8 years old. I'm 42 now. I'm right up in Red Bank, but I come to Atlantic City all the time. I support it. I actually lived here in '94. And when I looked at every other city in the country, this is where it made the most sense, and they welcomed us with open arms.
Okay, great. I understand you have some unique stuff here from Stanley and also from Charles Moulton. Am I pronouncing that right?
You're mistaking it, but I will correct you.
Okay, correct.
So we actually have the Stanley Museum. It's the first time ever on the East Coast.
Okay.
It's only been shown at our sister convention, Kamikaze, out in the West Coast in LA. So we brought in the Stanley Museum better and bigger than ever. So if you're a fan of Marvel movies, we have the Ironmonger, we've got Mark III, we got Mark 43, we've got Iron Patriot, we've got the drones, we got War Machine, we got Heimdall from Thor. These are all actual movie-used real suits that are over there, as well as an entire collection of Stanley merchandise, Stanley collectibles. I think he's got his diploma over there. I mean, it's everything. Stan sent everything out. His team got here, and then unfortunately, Stan called us yesterday morning and said, Mike, I cannot make it. We're devastated, but he's 92 years old, and we have to be respectful if he's going to be flying across country, and he's not up to it. But that said, the Stanley Museum is here, and it's unreal. We also have William Marston, known as Charles Moulton, which was his pseudonym that he originally wrote the Wonder Woman title under. He created Wonder Woman in 1941. He also created the lie detector test, which is why Wonder Woman's lasso of truth makes you tell the truth, because it's all about the polygraph test. So I am friends with the granddaughter of William Marston. She allowed me into her home, to her private collection, and no one ever has taken it out of the home before. But she trusted me after getting to know me for about 8 years online, it took that long, to create the William Marston Family Museum for Wonder Woman with a ton of artifacts. Actually, some of my Wonder Woman artifacts are actually in there as well, because I have some amazing pieces. But we've got the garage, which has all of the Batmobiles. We've got the Back to the Future car. These are screen used. That's fantastic for people to come through. When you come here, you have things to do that don't require you to just purchase. We got celebrities. I've got William Shatner, I got Manu Bennett, I've got Burt Ward and Adam West from Batman and Robin. We've got a ton. We've got 32 celebrities here. But you can also do things for free. It's very, very family oriented. Come on in, kids under 7, free. Come in, enjoy. We've got panels, we've got discussions, we've got learning classes. Everything you want to do, we've got. Plus a cosplay ballroom. So we're really celebrating cosplay here.
You really added some unique things that I haven't seen. I'm a Comic-Con vet that I haven't seen in Philly or New York shows. And it's not just big, I can say that because I snuck in last night. It's not just big for the sake of being big. Like, for instance, last night, the Warriors had their film reunion.
They did.
And that was marvelous.
The Warrior reunion was unreal, and it might be the last reunion. It's been a long time since it came out, and we were thrilled to be able to get them here. Eric Nyhouse brought that. I think it was an amazingly, probably one of the best additions to the show.
Okay. Can we get you on record now to promise to come back next year?
This is what I can say. Right now, I have every plan possible to come back bigger even next year in 2016 here. Everybody we've worked with at the unions, at the building, with the mayor's office has welcomed us with open arms. As long as we get the community support, which has been so far outrageous, we will be more than happy to come back next spring and have this show again in May, the week before Memorial Day, because let's face it, nobody wants to be on the Garden State Parkway on Memorial Day weekend. So we knew where to place this.
One last question. Again, I'm a Comic-Con vet. Even though this is your first one, how did you make or did you make a conscious decision to make it bigger than small, but not too massive? Because I'm not going to say which one. There's one I go to every year. You need 4 or 5 days just to see everything, and then you don't really get to enjoy it then.
Sure. So if you go to a show like San Diego Comic-Con, where it's the largest comic convention, pop culture convention of any type on the continent, you come to the Marvel booth. I have designed and built that booth with the Marvel team, and then we host it. It's the most foot traffic booth out there. I don't really get to see the rest of the show. I do that at New York. I do that at C2 as well. I do it for Boom. I do it for 2K Games in the past. I know how crazy those shows are. But I also understand that part of the fun and part of the enjoyment is to be able to walk around and spread your wings and walk around with your costumes. That's important. So we found the right balance, the Goldilocks syndrome. I found the right balance to say, we didn't want to go too big, we didn't want to go too small. This show is not a first-year show look or feel, in my opinion. We have broken ground on doing so many new and innovative ideas here that it's probably the number one question we get asked from press is, how did you come up with this and why haven't I seen this anywhere else? So to me, being a veteran in this industry, and I've been at all the shows you've been at, and I've probably given you a t-shirt or two, or a ticket to see Stan, or a ticket to meet one of the cast of the Avengers.
Well, I actually have an Avengers priority card. So
well, there you go. I think I probably did that for you. When we look at it, we say it's a first-year show. Shoot for the sky, keep it realistic, make it fun. It's not small. An ability here to see a Class A show offering Class A infotainment and entertainment that you're not getting at a small regional show. We are pushing ourselves to make this an A level. And just for the record, like San Diego and New York are AAA shows. So we're talking. Yep. Thank you. Stanley is not able to make it. We found out yesterday morning. We are heartbroken over that. I've worked with Stan on and off since '96, very closely for the last 9 years. I was just with him at MegaCon. I was with him at the red carpet for the Avengers Age of Ultron premiere. The man's got a ton of energy. But unfortunately, I think that at the same time, he's got some other commitments. And for him to fly from Burbank to here and back, if he's not maybe feeling well, or if he's got, the flight might be too long for him, we didn't find out until yesterday morning, literally yesterday morning. And he recorded a video. You can watch the video and see. Stan is apologetic and very sad.
Are we supposed to be try out one of the tickets?
You can go to the Stanley Museum and talk to Max over at the Stanley Museum. There's options. You can either redeem it for merchandise at the Stanley Museum, or after the show, we will be doing refunds. Yes. I want to say that in New Jersey, you have probably the most passionate fans I've seen on the East Coast. You can't beat how many people are on Facebook chat with us, asking us questions 24 hours a day that we try to answer. We have the fans wanting and begging and then thanking me for coming. And we even brought somebody like Allen Bellman. So Allen Bellman, who is like a legend in the comic industry, flew up here from Florida just to come up and support the show. Allen has worked for Marvel back in the day when Stan was there. He helped before Stan was there. And Allen actually was working on doing a lot of the colors on Captain America, etc. So for me to be able to get somebody that I respect tremendously to say, I support you and I'll come up, that's impressive. That means that we're on our way to a Class A show.
Silver Age or Golden Age or
Golden Age.
Golden Age.
You see what I did when I got 90? I reached my second childhood. I said, screw it, I'll put an earring in here. What can I tell you?
So, and Alan's a great man, and his wife too. They're on the show floor. They've got a booth. Go by and check it out.
Right over there in the corner.
Yep. Let me finish my interview, mister.
I'm sorry,
No problem, but I will finish up.
I didn't want to.
I'm coming over to see you.
Yeah.
Oh.
go ahead.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
And just, I know you're just leaving in 1 minute.
I haven't.
As soon as it's done, I'm going to interrupt just to introduce the mayor, okay?
Hi, how are you? Oh, nice to meet you, Mike Celestia.
Just wrapping up right now.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for your time today.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much,
with the
sir.
show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.